What's up, guys? This is Brennan W, and today I'm going to be talking with you guys about flipping. So, this is a really good way to make money. I've made quite a few mil off of it. This is basically when people ask me how to flip, the most general description I can give you is you buy low and you sell big. So, we're going to buy things for cheaper than we sell them, basically. Now, before you start, it helps to have around 10 to 20 mil. So if you don't have that much, you won't be making very much from flipping. But it's still possible to make quite a bit from flipping, even if you don't have that much. You can build your money up from flipping if you don't have very much. So we're going to start by going in the Grand Exchange. And as you probably know, there are limits on items. So you can only buy so many of a certain type of item every 4 hours. So I like to work around that and buy things like raw materials, like raw fish. You can buy a lot of them every 4 hours. Sometimes I prefer to do those kinds of flips, but you can also do big flips on expensive items like bandos. Um, I used to do whips when they were more expensive. I haven't tried them now because they've dropped a lot, and I'm not really quite sure that it would be worth it since you can only buy 10 of them every 4 hours. Or that's the limit anyways. You can sell 10 once you bought 10, and then you can buy them again. But I don't really feel like doing that. It seems like a waste of time. So today, let's try Rocktail. You can buy a lot of this. And this is where it gets kind of tricky. Okay, we're going to start by buying one, and we're going to actually increase the price. I like to click it 5 times just to make sure I can buy it. Sometimes they don't sell sometimes if the item's going up a lot, then it won't buy unless you raise the price a lot, which is a good thing. That means the item's going up. So once we've raised our price, you'll just hit the confirm offer, and hopefully it'll buy. And see this price? This is actually what we bought it for. So I usually open up the developer console and I'll type in Rocktail, type in the item's name, and then this is what we're going to be selling it for right here. 1338. So we just bought a Rocktail for this much. This is the maximum amount that people are selling it for, or that you can buy it for. So this is the maximum amount that we can sell ours for. So we're just going to collect our items, and once we've done that, then basically we're going to do the exact opposite to what we just done. This time we're going to go to sell. We're going to sell our Rocktail and just click it 5 times under, around 5. It doesn't really matter that much. And this is the lowest that people are buying it for. Or this is what we're going to be buying it for. That's the cheapest. So 1327. Rocktail, buy price. BP stands for buy price. SP stands for sell price. 1327. So you'll notice here that is a 15 GP profit every Rocktail. And you can buy, I believe the limit is 10,000 every 4 hours. So you can buy quite a few. You can make a pretty penny off of this. Now, it's kind of risky. You can lose money off this if you're not smart. So I recommend you just pay attention to what you're doing. If something buys really easily, then that's not usually a good thing. Usually it's good to wait. So patience is definitely a virtue when it comes to flipping. Let's try a flask. So it really helps to buy things that a lot of people use, because that means that there's going to be a lot of them flowing through the GE. There's going to be a lot of inventory, I guess I would say, out there. A lot of items out there. So let's see. Where's the prayer? Let's type in prayer flask. Oop. Okay. So again, we're just going to buy it for a lot and then sell it for pretty cheap. Let's see if we can make a profit off of this. Okay. Prayer flask 6. Sell price 46. Whoop, 4,600. Okay. And let's see. I'm gonna offer our prayer flask up. You'll notice that 4,600 is cheaper than the medium price, so that means the item is probably dropping, which isn't a good thing. But if you're quick, then you can actually profit off of that. You can probably buy it for pretty cheap now, though it wouldn't be good to get stuck with this item if it was going down, so you just have to be really careful with it. Okay, so sell price or buy price is 45.10. So you notice that's a 90 GP profit every one of these, and they're relatively cheap. You can get quite a few of them. So let's try and flip 100 of them or so. So prayer flask, and we're gonna buy them for my price is 45.10. And when you flip, you really want to try and beat the competition, because there's probably going to be other guys trying to flip the same item. So you'll notice the buy price is 45.10. What we're going to do is just buy it for a little bit over. So maybe 45.15. Okay. And hope, okay, that's a good thing. It's never very good whenever your item automatically buys, because that means that you've just bought them for a little bit over what you want to. You've bought them for too much. You got ripped off. So I'm just going to leave this in here, and we'll come back and see if we profited any. See if we can make a profit. Alright, and it has just bought. What I do is sometimes I'll just watch a video or something and wait for it to buy. You can skill and whatnot if you want. This time I actually just went to the fridge, got some food, and it was bought by then. So it didn't take a lot of time, but patience is definitely a virtue. And we're going to sell these for probably 45.90 or so. Let's try and get rid of these before they drop a lot. Okay. And don't freak out if it doesn't sell it like all at once. If it takes a little bit. you know, it'll usually sell. If you have problems though, you can always sell it for cheaper. See, just like that. They've already started selling and we're making a profit off of that. So yeah, it works pretty well. But again, if your item isn't selling, then just sell it for cheaper. Definitely don't though. Just don't freak out. Try to give it a little bit of time to sell. And after you do a few flips, then you'll get the hang of it. So I'm just going to pause this and come back whenever it's done. Alright. Okay, so they just all finished selling. I went to my Grand Exchange history to find out how much I bought them all for. And it ended up being 451.5k or 451,000k. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, 45100k and a half. And we're going to check out the prayer flasks and see how much I sold them for. Okay, 459. So that was, I only did 100, but if you do the math, that's about an 800k or an 8k profit. I wish 800k. So it wasn't really that much of a successful flip, but that's basically how it works. Just play around with all the items and try and find a good one. It's really all about being lucky. So good luck, guys, and I really hope this helped you. Please like it, send me some comments, things you want to see, and please subscribe. Thanks. Bye.